In this pod, we'll look at how you can describe your family and your place within the family.
In order to do this, you'll need to be familiar with some key vocabulary and grammar. Let's begin by looking at family relations. We have
Los parientes, meaning relatives. El padre, meaning father. La madre, meaning mother. Los padres, meaning parents. El hermano, meaning brother. La hermana, meaning sister. El padrastro, meaning stepfather. La madrastra, meaning stepmother. El hermanastro, meaning stepbrother. La hermanastra, meaning stepsister. El abuelo, meaning grandfather. La abuela, meaning grandmother. Los hijos, meaning children or sons, depending on context. Los nietos, meaning grandchildren. El marido, meaning husband. La mujer, meaning wife. El gemelo or la gemela, meaning twin. El tío or la tía, meaning uncle or aunt. El primo or la prima, meaning cousin. And finally, el sobrino or la sobrina, meaning nephew or niece.
Remember, it's important for possessive adjectives like my and your to agree with the noun they come before. For example, to say your sister, you would say tu hermana. To say your sisters, you would say tus hermanas. Listen to the list that follows to help your understanding.
Mi or mis, meaning my. Tu or tus, meaning your, in the informal singular form. Su or sus, meaning his, her, or their. It can also mean your in the formal singular and informal form. Nuestro or nuestros, meaning our in the masculine form. Nuestra or nuestras, meaning our in the feminine form. Vuestro or vuestros, meaning your in the informal plural masculine form. Vuestra or vuestras, meaning your in the plural feminine form.
We also need to look at the verb to be, which is used to describe people. Unlike English, Spanish has two verbs for this, ser and estar. Ser is used in the context of jobs, nationalities, describing people and places, and time. We'll focus on this verb in the pod. It is irregular, which means you'll have to learn its forms and conjugations by heart. We have
Soy, meaning I am. Eres, meaning you are in the singular form. Es, meaning he is, she is, or it is. It can also mean you in formal singular form. Somos, meaning we are. Sois, meaning you are in the informal plural form. And finally, son, meaning they are or you are when you is in the formal plural form.
So, if you're a girl and you want to say that you're lazy, you would say soy perezosa, meaning I'm lazy. If you wanted to say we are lazy, you would say somos perezosos. If you wanted to say he is lazy, you would say es perezoso. Be sure to keep this in mind.
An examiner may ask, háblame de tu familia. That's, tell me about your family. Think about how you would like to structure your response. For example, Sofia answers,
Hay 7 personas en mi familia. Mi madre, mi padrastro, mi hermana, mis 3 hermanos y yo. Mi hermana se llama Eli. Mis hermanos se llaman Pedro, Fernando y Rodrigo. Rodrigo es muy gracioso.
Did you understand? She said.
There are 7 people in my family. My mother, my stepfather, my sister, my 3 brothers and me. My sister is called Eli. My brothers are called Pedro, Fernando and Rodrigo. Rodrigo is very funny.
If Sofia were an only child, she might answer,
Soy hija única, pero mi madre tiene 5 hermanos, así que en realidad tengo muchos parientes. Me gusta no tener hermanos.
This means,
I'm an only child, but my mother has 5 brothers and sisters, so in reality I have lots of relatives. I like not having brothers and sisters.
Now, let's work through some Spanish together. I'm going to ask Sofia, ¿Cómo es tu familia? Meaning, what's your family like? Afterwards, I'll ask some questions about what she's been saying. Pay close attention to her answer and feel free to pause if you need to.
Tengo 3 hermanos mayores y una hermana menor. Mi padrastro se llama Mateo y mi madre se llama María. Mis hermanos se llaman Pedro, Fernando y Rodrigo. Pedro tiene 20 años, Fernando tiene 19 años y Rodrigo tiene 17 años. Mi hermana se llama Eli y tiene 12 años. Tengo 2 tías y 2 tíos y muchos primos. Tengo una familia bastante grande.
Did you notice how the possessive adjective changed to match the noun? We have mi padrastro, meaning my stepfather, but mis hermanos for my brothers. The word for my changes form. Now, having listened carefully, let's look at answering some questions. First, how many brothers and sisters does Sophia have?
Tengo 3 hermanos mayores y una hermana menor.
Did you catch that? She has 3 older brothers and 1 younger sister. It's interesting to note that hermano is a masculine word ending in O. The feminine equivalent, hermana, ends in A. Now, how old are her brothers?
Pedro tiene 20 años. Fernando tiene 19 años. Y Rodrigo tiene 17 años.
Pedro is 20, Fernando is 19, and Rodrigo is 17. Finally, does she have any aunts or uncles?
Tengo 2 tías y 2 tíos y muchos primos.
That's right. She has 2 aunts, 2 uncles, and many cousins.
We leave it there for now. Try practicing describing your own family.